Thank you and welcome to Enfield today. Today and the upcoming weeks, we're going to be touching on some very important and heavy topics that affect all of us in one way or another. And this week's episode, we're talking with Kelly Fisher, who is the president of the Alex Fisher Foundation. This is a very important thing, and you guys are going to learn a lot in the next 30 minutes and to be able to help this group out. And welcome, Kelly. First, let me introduce you. And then, first of all, when was the Alex Army established?
2017.
And why? Why did we get it going?
On September 30th, 2016, my son Alex got some OxyContin from his friend, and it was laced with fentanyl, and he passed away. So we wanted to do something positive, so we came up with the Alex's Army. I
mean, I can't even imagine this, you know, and what you're doing with a memory is incredible to me and very important. And so what is the goal? What is Alex Army's goal?
We want to raise drug awareness throughout the community, surrounding communities. We want to teach parents, educate them on drug awareness and where the kids would hide drugs and what they would do and what to be aware of, what to look for.
Yeah, and this is something, you know, as you learn and as you watch, there's another thing called Stop the Stigma that is big to me now. And we've got to let these kids, now I say kids, and I keep saying kids, so these people know that it's not something to be ashamed of to ask for help. It's not a bad thing to say, listen, I'm overwhelmed. There's too much, whether it's online bullying or whether it's the parent who says you're just weak if you have this issue. And you know, for years it was like that. The world was like that. And I remember very clearly, you know, it's willpower. It's you do it on your own. And it's not all of that. And too many people are passing, and I think a lot of them are doing it because they're afraid of coming out and saying, listen, I need help. And I get it. It's embarrassing to raise your hand like that and say, listen, something that's, you know, I've lost control, and, you know, they're thinking they're going to lose their job, or they're thinking they're going to lose whatever. They're going to lose the respect like they had it of their family members. And so we've got to fix this. And what you're doing is just wonderful. I mean, I can't even say that enough. So how is the mission funded? I know you do fundraising and stuff like that. So
it's all by fundraising. We go out, we try to raise funds, we do all our mock bedrooms, we do it for free. We want to be able to go from town to town, absolutely free, no cost to anybody. We just want to get that awareness out there. And
you need to. And like, so what are some of your upcoming events?
April 28th, we have a designer bag bingo, and that will be at Mount Carmel Society in Enfield. It's $35 to come and play. You play 10 games, and it's a great night out. We also have Take It to the Box on April 28th, which is a federal program. Wow. And you just can bring your prescription pills to the police station. No questions asked. You can do that any day of the year.
I was going to say that, right.
It doesn't have to be April 28th, but that's the big day that, you know, this big push to get that done. But you can do it any day.
Yeah.
You just walk in, throw the pills in the box, and walk away.
Right in the lobby of the Enfield Police Department on Elm Street, there's what you said, there's a big bin. I wouldn't think they'd even see it. You walk in and you know.
They don't even pay attention to you.
No, because everybody has got old prescription pills in their cabinets that, you know, they haven't used, whether it be everything from, you know, antibiotics to the bad stuff. And, you know, just get rid of it.
You want to get rid of that because anybody that comes into your home is a potential person to take your drugs.
Right.
Most drugs, I think it's like 53% of drugs are gotten, the prescription drugs are gotten from people they know. They're stolen from homes.
Sure.
Your repairman can come in, real estate agent come in, anybody, your kids' friends
I was
can
just
come
going
in.
to say, hey, can I use your bathroom?
Right, and you'll hear them go through your cabinets.
Crazy.
They have lock boxes now that you can lock it up, but really you should just get rid of it. If you don't use it anymore, just get rid of it.
Yeah, and people don't know that because, like, what do we have here? We have a Facebook graphic that is showing, what are we looking at?
That is Alex. The picture on the left is Alex 4 days before he passed away.
Oh.
That's his high school picture. But yeah, we have an awareness out there of the drug awareness.
And so anybody watching can absolutely go onto the Facebook page to get more information, because we're going to cover a lot of stuff here. But a lot of times we miss things, or, you know, the people at home miss things because it's 30 minutes and unless you DVR it.
Right.
You know, so the Facebook page is a great place to go, because then they can go and they can look and they can find out for themselves. And they can contact you directly.
Correct.
You know, and that's important to be able to contact the person setting it up and not just some random person who works for the company, if you will.
Correct.
How does Alex Army give back to the community? I mean, I see you have kindness awards.
Yeah, we give kindness awards. When Alex was growing up, he had to go to Riley's School of Dance all the time because my daughter danced.
Did he?
And
Okay.
he dragged along, and he had to behave. He knew he had to, and he was always kind and funny and generous. And so we decided we wanted to give back to Riley's because they always gave back to the community, and we wanted to give to them. So we pick 5 recipients every year, and we give them a plaque with their name on it.
Nice.
And $75 to go out to the community to do something kind.
Wow.
And then they get their name put on a plaque at the studio also.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
and then
it
I see
is.
you have scholarships too.
Yep.
And
Right now we have the applications at the high school. So any senior can go to the high school, get an application, send it in to us, and we have money to give away. We want to give it away.
You guys have done amazing in 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
not even 2 years.
That's crazy.
But
yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I
we've
mean,
raised over $30,000 so far.
That's nuts. Good for you, and it's such a good cause, and you guys are doing everything right with this money and doing. I'm sure he's so proud of you.
Thank you.
So what does Alex's Army do for awareness? I see like hidden in plain sight and stuff like that.
Hidden in Plain Sight is a mock bedroom where we hide approximately 80 drug items and alcohol items, and they're all through the room in plain sight where you would never look as a parent.
Right.
So we try to educate the parents where to look.
And that's important because it's the, you know, it's the clues, if you
Right.
will, that
Right.
lead to the problem.
Child's friend is their backpack. That's their best friend.
Oh, I bet.
So everything's in the backpack. We have a backpack that shows where they would hide it, and all through the bedroom. It's amazing where you would find it.
Yes, it kind of is.
We also have a roadster go-kart where we set up cones, and you can put the alcohol goggles on and drive through the cones.
And try to drive through the goals.
Try to, right. We have the walk the line. We have marijuana goggles where you would put them on, and we have different activities that would simulate. Some of the perception is gone, your reactions are slower. There's no way to actually, you know, put goggles on and do it. So they just do the little take away little things.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, it's just, like, so who's involved?
Oh gosh, everybody, my friends, my family, the community has been amazing. The Enfield Together Coalition is amazing. Youth Services, Andrea, Colleen, Jean, Joanna, Tremaine, they're all amazing, really. The police department, the fire department. We are trying to raise funds right now for a trailer to keep the mock bedroom set up so we don't have to break it down every time.
That's a good idea.
But the Enfield Fire Department is going to let us use their smokehouse to use until we get that. So that's what the bingo's for. We want to raise the money to get it so we don't sweat all summer in a tent.
Yeah, and that must be a lot of work to tear that down and put it back together.
It's
especially if
incredible
you've got
amount.
80 pieces.
Yeah.
You know, I mean.
We have beds, we have dressers. It's a lot of stuff to carry around.
So I mean, over the past year, what have you guys accomplished? It must be incredible.
We have raised $30,000.
Yeah, I see that, you know. And
We have gotten awareness out there. We did the 4th of July mock bedroom at the 4th of July. We did the mock bedroom at Alex's fundraiser. It's his birthday bash. And we have done it at the Fort Town Fair. We are trying to get into every community. We're even crossing the state line to Massachusetts.
I bet, yeah, and I'm not surprised. And something like this is going to spread because, sadly, it's such an epidemic. And sadly, you're not the only one who's going through this. You know, there's so many others. And maybe they don't know where to go. Maybe they don't know what to do. And just seeing this, you know, or seeing you, or seeing something is going to give somebody, I don't know if I want to say hope. I don't know if hope is the right word, but it's how do you say, I don't want to say it's a good thing to know you're not alone, because that's not, you don't mean it like that, but it's a good thing to know you're not alone. And what you're doing is incredible with the amount of people. You're probably helping people you don't even know, you know, and that's what's neat. So we went over some of the events. Now you purchased all the simulation materials on your own, right? Through the donations, and I'm saying you got day and nighttime alcohol goggles,
right,
that make it look different.
Correct.
You know, and this is something we're going to show this in a little bit, by the way. You guys are going to actually see a simulation of what the goggles do. The marijuana goggles, so I guess that's if somebody's baked out of their skull, you know, I see music, man, you know. The simulation mat and activity games, what's that exactly?
Well, we have a walk the line mat. We have a maze when they put the marijuana goggles on and try to go, they first go through the maze. It's a drawing maze. They go through that.
Yep.
And then they'll do it again with the goggles on. And you'll see, you're going to try to go through the maze with your short-term memory, which is also impaired.
That's crazy, and it is. And, you know, we've got, like, this, again, we're going to do a simulation here, and it's kind of cool. What do you want to accomplish in the next year? Like, do you have, I'm sure you have long-term goals and short-term goals. What is it like the next year? Just
awareness. We want to spread that awareness that it's out there. It's happening. It's happening in the finest families. It doesn't discriminate.
No.
Rich, poor, black, white, tall, short, fat, skinny. It doesn't matter.
No.
If you come from a good home, it really, it doesn't matter. It's happening.
It is, and that's where that stop the stigma comes back in, because, you know, the rich doctor's son would never do such a thing, and then of course he is. And you know, the poor kid living in Thompsonville, well, you expect it from there, which is, you know, it's silly, but
yeah,
it doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter what political affiliation somebody is. It doesn't matter anything. All it wants to do is get you, and it does. And I've seen it personally, firsthand, and this is important to me. I mean, it really is. Get more money. I see that, obviously.
Yes, raise money.
You know, and can people donate on your website?
Yeah, they can.
Okay, good. So they can just click on there and
yeah, we just got a PayPal. My daughter was setting that up, so we just got a PayPal, so they should be able to donate on there if they want to.
And yeah, and do you have a regular website as well as the?
I do, but it goes right to the Facebook page.
Okay.
We're trying to work on that.
Everybody goes to Facebook anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have some upcoming events on April 28th, which is only a month and a half away.
Right.
You know, we have Purse Bingo, and there's a slide for this, but what is Purse Bingo?
So you can win a designer purse, Coach, Michael Kors, Kate Spade, and you play 10 games, and you can win a purse each time.
And here we go. So here's the designer bag bingo.
Yep, they can go to our Facebook page. They can email me for tickets if they need tickets. It's kfisher@thealexfisherfoundation.org.
Okay.
They can get tickets through me. $35 gets you in the door, gets you a dauber, gets you your 10 games, gets you a door prize ticket.
Yes, ma'am.
Play the games, have fun. We have raffle prizes happening there. There's a lot of stuff.
And that whole $35 goes, other than the cost of the stuff, goes right to the foundation.
Yeah. And it's BYOB, bring your own snacks, get your friends together. It's a fun night out.
And then the same day, the drug take-back day, I guess that's, and there's a slide for that. I guess, well, actually, we're looking at Alex's birthday bash.
Yep.
And that is what now?
That's our big fundraiser. That's August 12th at Pleasant View Golf Course in Summers.
Okay.
We have 4 bands. We have Sage King, Good Acoustics, Steel and Easy Band, and the Stray Dogs.
Nice.
We have food trucks coming this year.
Wow.
It's we lowered the price. It's $15 this year. We're gonna have
wow.
We have the mock bedroom set up.
Yeah.
We have the National Guard is coming, and they will be doing their inflatables, the bounce house, the soccer net, the basketball hoop, the football toss. They have been a great supporter of us also.
All for $15. That's amazing. And now we're looking at the 5K run and walk.
Yeah, that is October 6th. Sign up. We have on our website. We also have the sign up for that. It's $25 to sign up for that, and that's October 6th. It should be a great day, fun.
I'll bet. And then pulling back a little bit in dates, on May 15th, you have a presentation in Summers?
Yep.
Okay.
I will have the mock bedroom, and Colleen Sullivan, she's the prevention coordinator at the Youth Services in Enfield. She'll be talking to parents about substances and how to talk to your child about them,
and then again,
any questions.
Coming back to the original of the first thing, the April 28th is that Take Back Day, and I'm assuming that is the day that you want everybody to go to the police department or whatever have you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the event's coming up, the 4th of July, you know, the fundraiser, the Fort Town Fair. We're going to show a short PSA about this, and then what we're going to do is after we come back from this really short PSA, we're going to do a demonstration of what these goggles look like, so you guys can see how somebody reacts, a normal sober person, how they react with the marijuana goggles, I believe in the alcohol goggles. So let's watch this PSA, and we'll be right back, guys.
The #1 place teens get prescription medication is from friends or family without them knowing. Here's how you as parents can help. Monitor your medication, lock them away, and deposit any unused drugs in the drop box at the Enfield Police Department.
Be aware, educate one another, and as coaches, parents, and community members, we can put an end to teen prescription drug misuse. Together, we can make a difference.
All right, so here we go. This is going to be very interesting because you're going to actually see a demonstration. We have Karen. Come on in, Karen. Get on television. And she's going to put on goggles that mimic alcohol, right?
Correct.
Okay, go ahead, explain this.
She's going to turn around at the end of put them on. Joanne is being the policewoman here. So she's going to turn around. She's going to go heel to toe, hand by your side. Don't tell her where it is. And she's going to walk the white line, hands down by the side, heel to toe.
This is just like when somebody's being pulled over and you watch it on Cops.
She's trying to walk the white line in the middle of the road.
Gotcha.
Instead, she's walking the sidewalk right now.
And I will say, she's not playing. She's not, she's not over-exaggerating. She's doing exactly what, and stone cold sober, okay? But with these goggles on, she's actually seeing the impairment of, do you know like what the blood alcohol level would be at this point?
Yeah, what's that pair?
This one is 0.17.20.
Okay, so a little over twice the limit.
Yeah.
So not crazy. You've seen people like on Cops that have got worse than that. And
you see people in the bar that are twice that.
Yeah, absolutely. and she couldn't even do it. She was all over the place. So thank you for doing that. And now we're going to do the same thing, but the goggles, instead of the alcohol goggles, are going to mimic if somebody's...
Don't put those on yet. You're going to catch the... So what she's going to do, these just show impairment because you can't simulate what it's like to be high.
Right.
So it shows she's going to catch every ball except the red ball. Okay, so she can do that. Okay, so now collect them.
Bring them back.
Now put the goggles on. And she's going to do the same thing. Every ball but the red ball.
Ready? Yeah.
Good luck. Hey, she did it. Now, what is she like trying to do or not to do?
She's trying to,
Catch the ball.
you'll see that her reactions are slower.
Right.
She's impaired.
And then the different color balls are different color because...
That's what they've used to show the impairment, the color red.
Okay.
So the goggles, while you can still see red while you're high, the goggles have taken that out.
Oh.
So it can show that you're missing stuff.
Oh. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And at our event, we will have more, we're going to have a go-kart with the marijuana goggles.
That should be interesting because now you're trying to drive.
You're trying to drive.
And how many times have probably everybody watching at home, okay? Anybody over the age of 21 and even sadly younger, how many times have you guys talked to your friend or the guy sitting next to you at the bar or whoever, and they're saying, man, I know I can do this. I got this. I've only had, I drive better drunk. That's one of my favorite ones. You know, and that .20 or whatever it was, just barely double the legal limit, which sounds crazy, but in actuality, it's not a whole lot of drinks that'll do that, to, you know, depending on your size and your weight and stuff. But this is just crazy, and this demonstration is neat because it actually shows, you know.
Right. Kids always think they can drive better when they're high. It's more accidents have happened now. Drunk driving has gone down because kids are doing Uber. But kids think that marijuana is okay to drive with,
right.
But you can't. So there's more accidents now with drugged driving.
And unfortunately, with the tests that you see on the, you know, on cops and whatnot, where they can do for the heel to toe, and then they blow into the breathalyzer, there's not much you can do. I mean, I guess there is now. They're getting better.
They're coming out with more.
But there needs to be a way to test. I don't know how you can make a legal limit, but to test if somebody, other than the pupils, and if they're gored out of their skull, it's easy to tell, but that fine line where they're right at the edge.
Well, just because, you know, some states have marijuana is legal,
right.
You still can't drive legal, and it's not federally legal.
No.
It's just state legal.
And then even if you're pulled over because you're weaving, and you can say, officer, I haven't been drinking, and you could be serious because you haven't been drinking, but you're obviously impaired.
Right, and they have tests that have come out now that they can use to show that they have marijuana in their system.
Right, so you could still be pulled over, you could still be arrested for driving under the influence.
Right.
That doesn't have to mean alcohol.
Right.
Driving under the influence, and you could still lose your license for 6 months and all that stuff. So anybody thinking, you know, that they're going to go home, and they're going to have a few puffs of the marijuana and then go, you know, I'm suddenly hungry, I'm going to go down to the, you know, the convenience store down the street. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
You know, don't do it. And don't do it anyways, because just you save somebody's life. If you're going to just plan ahead, and I don't mean to say that, but it's also complicated, you know, and it's no easy fix. And I wish there was a way we could, you know, just end this. And hopefully over time and with a lot of education and a lot of people opening their minds to the fact that, you know, there's a lot of people doing this stuff.
Before my son passed away, never even knew about drugs, really.
Okay.
It was obsolete in my life.
You've heard about them.
Right. We never thought about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't around. We just kind of went on our merry way and did everything together as a family.
So did you know he was using?
No, he wasn't. It was like a couple times and that was it.
And I know.
And we wanted people to know that you
Yeah.
don't have to be addicted to drugs to die from drugs. You
Correct.
can do it dry on your first time.
Yeah.
Your second time, you don't have to be doing it all the time.
And I think it's important that people know that when you hear, I didn't know, she didn't know. And I believe it. And I've seen it, but without getting too much into things, I know that somebody can be using something and you not know, you know, until one day something bad happens and you're like, oh my God. And everyone around you or the general public says, oh, you had to have known. You just ignored it. And I'm telling you, a lot of times, guys, you don't know. And so when this mock bedroom thing, it's something to do even if you think everything's fine. Just go look. There's no harm in looking. And if you find nothing, thank God. If you do find something,
get them help.
you might have saved somebody's life by doing this. And, you know, you're gonna get the fights and the denials and the, you know, the what are you doing in my privacy? You're invading my privacy.
They live in your house. It's your house,
Yes,
not
ma'am.
theirs. They don't have privacy.
No, I learned that a long time ago, and they can't. And what some kid may hate you for today, they may be hugging you and thanking you for tomorrow. I mean, I've got 4 grown kids. I mean, well, one's 13, but you know, they've done things that they've hated their mother and I in the past, and now, you know, they're like, wow, I can see, you know, Hannah is a new mom, and a lot of things she's saying now, it's like, wow, I can see why you did that. Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
You're not so bad after all. And it's actually a nice feeling, because you're like,
Right.
oh, gosh, you know.
Right.
But we're coming down to the last couple moments. Is there anything you'd like to add? Is there anything we missed? Is there anything, you know, you'd like to share?
We just want to help families, to hope that no one ever has to go through this, and the pain that you see. It's just, we don't want families to have to go through the pain.
No.
It's awful. I hope nobody ever has to go through that. And that's what we're trying to do, is make awareness out there for parents to be aware that it's happening in this town. It's happening in the next town. It's not just isolated to Thompsonville. It's everywhere. Mm-hmm. It's in Summers. It's in Suffield. It's everywhere. We just want you to be educated.
And I give you, like, so much credit, because what you went through, I don't want to imagine. But when other people have gone through it and they come to you and they thank you, or they, you know, while you're helping that person, I know you're reliving it again. You have to be. And how you get around that, I don't know. That's one. You got to be strong, girl.
I have the best support system around, really. My friends are amazing.
That's awesome.
They are amazing.
That's
I couldn't do it
awesome.
without everybody, really. If they weren't all here, I couldn't do it. I'd be in my bed crying every day.
Yeah, it's a community thing. It's
community,
a
my daughter, my family, my friends, the entire community has just reached out to us. It's amazing. I feel so blessed to be part of it, you know. Like,
well, I thank you, and you know, this show is going to be helping somebody, and like I said, you probably help somebody you don't even know. Somebody's going to watch this, and then they've seen the Facebook thing, they know how to reach you, they know what to do to contact you. Contact me. I'm all over Facebook. Everybody knows me. I'll send you to them. Just whatever you do, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you're watching this, there is no shame in saying, listen, I need a little help, because you may save a life. Guys, thank you so much, Kelly, for being here. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and thanks for watching Enfield Today.